Hi everyone, this is Fiona from Lavender Blue. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new flip through of my latest junk journal for you today. This is the one that I've been working on in the last few videos. So if you didn't catch any of those, you go back through, you'll find me making bits and pieces in this journal. And this is made using, the pages are Grandma's Vintage Embroidery Journal Kit that I have in my Etsy shop, and I'll put the link to that in the description box. It's just a one signature journal. It has, hang on, let me just measure it. Didn't get the measurements, but it's about an A5, but it's 6¼ inches wide by 8½ inches high, and it has a 1½ inch spine. So that in centimeters, it's 21 centimeters by 16 centimeters. 3½ centimeter spine, and the pages I haven't counted yet, but I'll do that when I open it up. So I said I was going to keep this journal fairly simple because I was doing a tutorial and I just wanted, you know, it to be something that ideas that a newcomer could follow. It did end up pretty chunky though. I didn't expect it to end up like this. So I had to actually change the closure. If you watched my video, I've changed the closure. I've put in this beautiful piece of silk. This was an old scarf, and I threaded that through and just tied it around with 2 holes in the back here. But my original closure was going to be a elastic band, but it would have sort of squashed the corners and it wouldn't have been any good, so I just changed that up. So on the front I've got one of the pages, one of the papers. I've put a little, if you want to put a little tag in there, and this is an old napkin with some embroidery, a button. This is another piece of one of those napkins there, and I've just adorned the spine with some vintage buttons, some fabric and lace here, and some flowers, and that's some more of the papers. I have done a really quick flip through on a reel in Facebook or on TikTok, but this is the full flip through I thought I'd do for YouTube. Okay, so inside we have a pocket here from the printable. I made that out of one of the pages, some lace and a butterfly. And this is the envelope. Decorated it, added a closure with the cutout button, and then put in some coffee dyed paper for writing space. And inside the cover I just used the damask papers that also come in the kit and added some lace. I did some stamping here inside on the inside center piece of the cover. Little piece of embroidery anglaise with a little charm that says created for you. That's a little butterfly there. Some rose trim lace, another one of damask papers, and then I've made a pocket out of another, I think it was a napkin again, with this sort of embroidery, obviously machine embroidery. Page from the kit, some little flowers there. I made a little notebook In the printable, the pages are also resized down, so this is one of them that's resized down. Folded it in half and created a little notebook. I've stitched this little paper button on here, added a flower, and I've just added coffee dyed papers and put a couple of the little cards inside there. It's a little notebook. Let's get this done up again. I'll leave that open for now. It's always the same on camera, isn't it? And here I've added just a bit of pink lace, and the words, my words here I've printed onto fabric. I have a word sheet in my shop, and it's just a great idea to print them onto fabric and use them that way. Bit of a fun idea. The next page is another pocket cut down from one of the pages. I made a lace bow and put a bit of bling. This is one of the journal cards, and then I've added this one as well, just with a brad. One of the pages sized down with, lined with some tea dyed paper. This pocket here is made out of baking paper. It's the raw, like brown coloured baking paper, and I've covered it with this beautiful lace. And added a butterfly and bling, and then a tall journaling card. I left this page blank for writing on. It's one of the pages, a bit of that fabric here. This I thought could be Grandma when she was younger. This is from one of my printable photo kits. In my Etsy shop, they're in the ephemera section if you're looking. Beautiful lace pocket here. This is something I made in a previous video, a little pocket, book page pocket, with a couple of little cards in there. There's a little, little embroidery stitch one in there. It's part of the kit. And I've just held that down with a little, not safety pin, paper clip. Then on this pocket, it's a vellum pocket, but I've added this beautiful piece of lace, embroidery lace, and the green lace again there. Another tall journal card. It's one of the pages. It has a cute little girl on the charm on that one. There it is. Backed with coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. Sometimes I dye my papers with coffee, sometimes I dye them with tea, so it could be either. A little fabric flip up, and this little pocket here is cut from an actual vintage card, greeting card, and the image reminded me of embroidery flowers, so I put that there. And you've got little scissors and little labels there for like secret journaling spots. And this is Grandma. Put her label there. Well, she doesn't have to be Grandma, that's just what I thought. She could be Grandma. And on the other side I have put one of the beautiful embroidery journal cards. I didn't really dress them up because I just love the beautiful embroidery on them. And just a piece of ephemera to journal on the back. One of the damask papers, I made a side pocket from one of the pages. added some lace and put a few cards in here. It's another one from the printable. Left this one blank for journaling space, put a little label. This is it is a vintage doily, but I have coffee dyed it as well. Just a little snippet of fabric. One of my photos, and this is like a little postcard that I made from a set of stamps. Some fabric here, coffee dyed paper, another beautiful tall journaling card from the pages, and this little, I think it goes this way, doesn't it? There we go, little charm that says love on the heart there. So there's a little flip up here. I've put one of the buttons on with a brad, and it just slides like this, and so this flips up. These are the journaling cards. You can either glue them back to back, as I have with some of the others, so that they're double-sided, but this one I cut like this to make a little flip up. And there's another one of the embroidery tags. Sorry, it's hard for me to see if I'm in frame or not because it's up above me, so sorry if I'm moving around a bit. This is another piece of that beautiful lace. I think it was off an old top that I had, to be honest. I was trying to remember where it came from, and I think I cut it off a second-hand like top, ladies top that I had, and I wanted to use the lace. And then these flowers I have made in previous video, they're little fabric and lace flowers. Little pearl in the center, some lace, little snippet of this piece here. These strips are printable strips that are in the kit. One of the cards, this is just a little flip out, and I wanted to leave these kind of blankish so that you can write or glue things down or do whatever you want in there. And it's just a little envelope with a couple of pieces of ephemera. These were also made in another video. I think they're called book page pockets. Another little piece to write on. Some of the not doily napkin there. This is from another printable, like a faux Polaroid, and I thought this design reminded me of embroidery, so I put that in there. And one of the printed fabric word labels, and this paper is a backing paper from the printable. That's the center page. And this is the other side of that flip out. And we've got another pocket in here, and I've added one of the journaling cards. This is a lace flip. And one of the strips there. Added that from my photo kit, and a couple of pieces of ephemera. I think that's from it's from the moth specimen card kit, but I didn't cut it out, I just left it as that. Pop that in there. One of the other nice little embroidery tags with a little photo, lace, coffee dyed, another tall tag. Here's another one of the paper strips, and in there I've put a vintage card This was an actual vintage card that I got from a, I think it was a garage sale someone was having. And I just love the flowers. They reminded me of embroidery, so I've tucked that in there. And look at the lace. I think they're just gorgeous vintage cards because the paper is unusual too. It's not like what we have these days. It's very, very soft. Pretty. And another page, and I've added a pocket. I put in a little card on the printable, one of the tags, and this is from my flip up specimen slide kit in my shop. It's got acetate there, you flip it up, and inside is a little booklet. So that is another printable. If you're interested in these, there's 3 in the set. I think I've got 2 sets, I think, in my shop. So I'll link them below, and I put a little, just a little dragonfly on that one. Just a piece of napkin. These ones for writing on. Fussy cut butterfly, some graph paper. Made a belly band from some of the strips, and I just put in these little, these are from my photo kit also, vintage photos, and I made these little flip out writing spots. So with the coffee dyed paper. So 2 of those, they're both the same, just a different photograph. And another page. And then this again is some baking paper, the butterfly, one of my flowers, and another tall writing spot. And then an old library card for a writing spot tucked into that tag. Now this here, you can actually fit, you can slide a pen or a pencil in here. So that was the other side of this pocket. I've just wrapped it all the way around, and let me get a pencil and show you. So I got one in there the other day. I didn't expect the journal to end up so chunky, but you can still get a pen in there like that. One of the damask papers and some lace, and there is the last page, and there's that stamping that I did, and my closure, threading that through with the 2 eyelets there. And while I'm here, I'll count the pages for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is 22, 40. So it's actually 44 pages front and back. But for such a small journal, it's quite thick. I couldn't have really added much more to it, because you can see how it's already bulging out there. So yeah, I'm going to list this in my Etsy shop shortly. So by the time this video is up, it should be, I should have the link in the description box. So thanks very much guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.